This is one of my favorite makeups to use when I'm running out of time. First, I start off with a moisturizer. This is one of my favorites. It's really good for oil control. And I use a strobe cream and then a Prolongwear foundation. I'm using the color NC42. The strobe cream is actually limited edition, but they have a regular one, which I love too. For all my little blemishes, I'm using Studio Finish concealer with a really thick compact brush, and I'm just patting it really, really heavily on those areas so that it could hide all those acne marks. Now I'm using Prolongwear concealer for underneath my eyes, and I'm buffing that out with the brush. I didn't show it, but I would use Soft and Gentle on the tops of my cheekbones. Now I'm taking Shadester, which is my favorite contour color, and I'm carving out my cheekbones to make a very dramatic contour and cheekbone shape. This is Pink Swoon, and I'm using that as my blush. I'm using soft ochre as my base. And the first color I'm using is Texture. This is the color I use all the time for my kind of just transition color, crease color. With a flat brush, I'm using brown script all over the lid, and then I'm buffing it out at the very edges to make it really kind of smooth and transition very well into the texture color that I put on before. To deepen the color a little bit, I'm using Handwritten by MAC, and I'm putting that on the outer crease with a fluffy brush because I don't want it to be too dramatic or too defined. To buff the color out, I'm using this fluffy brush and blending it on the very outer edges. I'm using the same colors underneath the eye with a thinner brush in the same order that I use it on my lid. I'm using Uninterrupted Prolongwear eyeshadow, and I'm buffing that on the very outer edges of both the top and the bottom lids. I'm using Handwritten just to deepen up the bottom lash line. Using the Prep and Prime highlighter pen, I'm using that just to highlight a little bit more on my cheekbone areas. With the Anastasia Brow Duo powder in dark brown, I'm just filling in my brows where it needs to be filled in. I'm using my favorite mascara, the Maybelline Falsies Flare something something waterproof, just as a base before I put my lashes on. One of my favorite nudes, I'm using Freckle Tone Lipstick by MAC all over. It's a really nice finish, and it's actually one of my favorites to use on brides as well. To tone down the peach, I'm using Oyster Girl all over my lips. Ha! These lashes I'm using, I think they're either 43s or 113s by Red Cherry. Really, first I'm using Gold Deposit as my cheekbone highlight. You can tell I love me some highlight. And then I'm popping on the lashes. Let them dry, let them dry. I hope you guys like my makeup. Thanks for watching. Bye.